This will be the most epic Skylanders Nuzlocke I have ever attempted. First, the rules. When a Skylander is knocked out, it is considered dead, and I can no longer use it. However, there is a twist. Dead Skylanders will be buried. I can only use 8 Skylanders, 1 from each element. Here are the Skylanders I'm going to be using. But wait, hang on, what's up with Cursed Spyro? Let's fix that. Let's first of all paint his eyes back on. And sort out his pupils. And there we go, as good as new.
Bruh.
And let's also sort out Trigger Happy while we're here. Some of these Skylanders Series 1, some are Series 2, and some are Series 3. If these figures can survive Skylanders adventures, in future episodes they might even have their WoW powers. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe down below to keep up with this series, and let me know which figure do you think will fall first. But before we start, let's introduce the team. Pepper, Gizmo, the Captain, Camelot, Tifa, Dundee, Zeus, and Nami. Our adventure begins with us trying to rescue the Molkin. So we blast through some fences, meet Snuckles, blow a cannon through a wall, and rescue some Molkin. And then fire the cannon at a building, smash it up, use a key, get some treasure, get some legendary treasure, nice pig, use another cannon to get ourselves a key to rescue some more Molkins. Move around a turtle, meet Joe from Family Guy, and use Pepper, get through an elemental gate. Spyro finds himself a brand new Viking hat and the soul gem to Chop Chop. And we find ourselves a story scroll and barely miss getting knocked out by a massive boulder. The captain finds himself a treasure chest, and the captain gets to take on our first lot of chompies with ease, as he absolutely destroys them with no problem, takes no damage. He then finds himself a brand new saucepan hat. Gizmo uses his powers to get through his elemental gate and get himself a brand new hat as well. He then takes on his own load of chompies, as well as pushing some more turtles around, firing some more cannons, finding some more treasure, and finding the key to end Chapter 1, where we go back to our hub world for the first time, where we're going to be spending a lot of time in this playthrough, and we're also introduced to the main villain, Invader Zim, or Chaos in this case.
You lie! You lie!
Flynn then tells us about Chapter 2 and how we can rescue Callie. So we head off to Perilous Pastures. Gizmo finds some Chompy Pods, which he gets straight to work with, as he takes on the Chompies with ease. He also finds himself a brand new hat, and the perfect hat for Gizmo. Look at that! He is now running around in style as he finds himself a brand new treasure chest. Not only has he got a brand new hat, but he also finds Stump Smash's soul gem. Finds a key and starts pushing some more turtles around so we can make ourselves a makeshift turtle bridge. Then Pepper takes on his own load of chompies and chompy pods and finds a story scroll as well for his troubles. Use the key to break through and find some more treasure. We then use the captain to open up an elemental gate, where we have a stone puzzle. This took quite a while. We then found another treasure chest and a party hat for our troubles. We've then found Callie as Nami takes on some more chompies and villains, vanquishing them using her stealth abilities. Nami then uses the power of the cannon to break through the locks, freeing Callie and thus ending Chapter 2. We then head back to our hub world and learn about the dangers of sheep. We then start Chapter 3, and Zeus shows off his power almost instantly as he takes on a load of villains, destroying chompies and taking out the chompy pod with ease. We then have to use the cannon to shoot down some airships. We're then introduced to the Dro Witch. Zeus and Gizmo have no problem in defeating. And then Gizmo does a bit of a cheat and kills the Chompy Fod from over here in some safety. We then use Tifa to unlock the Undead Elemental Zone and avoid some spinning Blades of Doom. Find some treasure, avoid some more spinning Blades of Doom, and we get a key for our trouble to unlock another gate, avoid some more spinning Blades of Doom, and Tifa finds her own spinning hat. Gizmo takes on another Dro Witch and blows up some more airships. We then find an air spellpunk, which Zeus gets straight to work with. Although we start taking quite a bit of damage here, and I start to get a bit nervous as we find a story scroll, and Zeus takes care of the air spellpunk. Finds a treasure chest. It's a bit early to start worrying about losing a Skylander, because if we lose one, those elemental gates will then be locked off to us, and we find the soul gem for Sonic Boom. Zeus then levels up to sort out his health problem and takes on some more villains. If we lose any Skylanders early on, those elemental gates will then be locked away from us and we won't be able to visit those zones. We won't be able to get those hats or the XP from those extra areas, so it's very vital that we can keep our team alive. Dundee then finds the perfect hat for him, and we find Persephone, who's going to come in very handy later on. Zeus then takes on a whole airship full of villains, and we take on a Goliath Dro, which proves quite difficult to start off with until we lock him behind a staircase. Zeus then levels up yet again. We then take on some Dro Witches and another Goliath Dro, who again absolutely pummels Zeus. We then find some legendary treasure and let Camelot get some experience by taking out some airships. And then we find the part that we needed to allow us to get a little bit further. We then use Persephone to upgrade Gizmo, Pepper, and Zeus. Tifa gets straight to work on Chapter 4, grabbing some story scrolls and taking on a Chompy Pod with some Chompies. And then Tifa takes out the Air Spellpunk and the other enemies, grabbing some meat along the way. Nami then opens up the elemental gate and yet again moves some more stone puzzles around. Takes on some more enemies. We accidentally knock an enemy into oblivion and grab some more treasure chests. We then complete another stone puzzle and find a nice hat for Nami. I could really do with trying to level up some other characters than just Zeus and Gizmo. Pepper comes in, as magic Skylanders are stronger in this zone. He then takes out some enemies. I still can't believe that we've kept Pepper at level 1. Let's get him leveled up. Pepper goes on a rampage, avoiding any damage, and completes the spinning puzzles. We're starting to get surrounded at this point, but luckily Pepper keeps leveling up. And we grab some cake to make sure that our HP is looking okay. Then Zeus opens up the air elemental gate, finds some more treasure, uses the bounce pads to complete the bounce puzzle, uses a bomb to break through the gate, and Zeus finds the most perfect hat for Zeus. Check out that hat. Pepper then takes on the Dro Witch, and we're almost rebuilt the castle. At this point, Pepper is getting locked into this battle, and we take a huge chunk of damage from that Goliath Dro. Can this still be Spyro's adventure if I let Spyro die? I really don't want to have to bury Spyro. We are then ambushed by some more enemies. Pepper, luckily, grabbing a bit of meat there to keep his HP nice and high, takes out some Chompies, and gets some more treasure for his trouble. And finds some loads of treasure, and finishes the last part of the bridge to unlock the air elemental. But hang on, we are then surprised by a windbag Djinni, which we then let Zeus come and deal with. We can see a soul gem, but we can't quite get to it yet, as Zeus then takes on some more enemies using his long range attacks. These enemies then pin us against some bombs, which is looking pretty hairy for Zeus, but luckily Zeus takes them out and levels up yet again to cure his HP problem. Zeus is now our strongest Skylander at level 4, and we find Warnado's Soul Gem. We then go past the Spike Road to find the final lot of enemies, as Zeus makes quick work of them, blasting through as best as he can. Taking some damage along the way. Hadn't really used Lightning Rod much before this playthrough, and I'm really enjoying how it's been playing. But it started to rain outside, so I could really do without losing any Skylanders, because I do not want to dig a hole in this rain. And then we have unlocked the air element. Our hub world then advances ever so slightly, and we have to open up our very first lot puzzle, which doesn't take us too long. We then rescue Gurglefin, who then offers to take us to the next chapter. We then upgrade Nami. In Chapter 5 we have to deal with Oil Spill Island. First of all, we accidentally used Dundee to find a story scroll. I remember in this game there was lots of secret things that your Skylanders could do, like swim and fly over obstacles, which the game doesn't really tell you about. We then find the Soul Gem for Whamshell. We're then introduced to the tech Spellpunk, who straight away goes straight for the captain. The captain might still only be level 1, but he's doing some serious damage. I can't wait to see what he does when we start to level him up. Vanquishes those enemies and finds a treasure chest. We're then introduced to a blaster troll, who the captain gets straight to work on, and then Gizmo comes to help out move some of these gems. We then unlock the bridge and rescue our first. And these guys remind me of James Pond. I can't remember which Skylander game he's in. We then find the Soul Gem for Boomer. Okay, Boomer. Gizmo then finds yet another treasure chest, and we're introduced to the Troll Grenader. But Gizmo luckily takes out the first load of Troll Grenaders, and even gets to work unlocking our second fishy friend. We then unlock the next area, and Gizmo gets straight to work on the next bunch of trolls. Camelot sorts out our fire elemental gate for us, and I won't lie, I got lost in this pipe system, but I've managed to edit it down so it's a lot quicker for you guys. And I managed to find the perfect hat for Camelot along the way, and I even found a legendary piece of treasure. Gizmo then carried on, smashing through and rescuing our fourth fishy friend and destroying the tech Spellpunk. Then we're introduced to the Mark 31 Troll Tank, which started to do a lot of damage early on as we got a key, but all of a sudden we're getting quite worried about Gizmo. But I did save a little bit of ham from earlier so we could come in and sort out this troll tank. Ooh, that was looking close for a minute for Gizmo. We would then rescue the final fishy friend, and Gurglefin tells us to then use the bomb to blow up Chaos's machines. Take out these enemies. We then use the bomb to blow up Chaos's machine. Finishing Chapter 5 with no casualties. So far so good, no Skylanders had to be buried. Unlocking oil then for our hub world, which we use on the telescope. Use Persephone to upgrade the captain and Gizmo and Ignitor. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe down below, especially if you want to see more from this series. In our next episode, we'll go on another adventure. We'll be seeing the captain's brand new hat, We'll be going to a special water world. We'll be eaten alive. And we'll also get to face chaos in our first battle. But most importantly, who will survive, who will die, and who's going to get buried in this series. Make sure you tune in to find out. Which figure do you think will die first? Which one will we have to bury? Hopefully these guys will go as far as they can and get to go even further in later series. I'd love to do Giants, I'd love to do Spot Force, I'd love to do Trap Team, Superchargers and Imaginators. Which ones do you think will come with us all the way to the end? Thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching us here on Rogue Squadron Gaming. See you in the next one. Good night.